Carnivore from the UK. I have started it a bit earlier than I thought, but I'll just waffle on about salad and plant food for a bit. Um, the Anthony Chaffee video, Are Plants Trying to Kill Us? It's quite famous, isn't it? It's even made it onto mainstream, so you get the comments that he's going to die any second now and he's going to get scurvy and all the rest of it. Yeah, but I think if you're following any carnivore channel, you'll know there is no profit in healthy people, is there? There's no profit. These people at the top of these organizations like Big Pharma and Big Agriculture, they don't care about us. They don't care. The people in charge of our dietary plate do not care about us. The whole 5 a day myth is actually just a marketing ploy. There's no science behind it whatsoever. So when they're saying eat your fruit, eat your veg, they just want to sell it. They know full well it's going to make us poorly. There's no profit in healthy people. I wish everyone knew that. I may even get a t-shirt made up that says, there's no profit in healthy people. Stop eating the crap you're eating. Is it the word narcissist? Is that the word I'm looking for? Narcissist. The people that run Big Pharma, the people that run Big Agriculture, you don't get to the top of these big corporations by being a reasonable person, a caring person. You get to the top of those corporations by being unreasonable, by not caring about people, because they're only interested in profit. So yeah, what do plant foods do to us? What does salad do to us? Well, all I know is from my years of experience, I can't eat it. My stomach tells me pretty quickly that I made a mistake if I eat it. And that does include pulses, fruits, vegetables. Basically, my stomach will just about get away with the naughty treats, like the chocolate and things like that. But the foods that are touted to us as super healthy, my stomach rejects it. So within 24 hours, if I eat pulses, vegetables, salad, anything that is supposed to be super good for us, I'll know about it. I'll know about it the next day. I will be regretting it. I've even had time off work before where I've eaten, a Mexican chili or something with loads of kidney beans in it. And I was on the toilet all night, couldn't get up off the toilet in the morning. So that tells me everything I need to know. So yeah, why are they pushing salad on us? Tell me. Comment below. Why? Why do they want us to eat it? Is it a conspiracy? I try not to keep my channel conspiratorial. I try to just tell my experience, but sometimes you're going to get a bit mad. I get mad. I can't sit in the staff room at school at lunchtime because people are eating their salads. They're eating the things I'd love to be eating, but they're also eating the things that are seen as healthy, but are inadvertently slowly killing people. Harsh words, I know. But I've probably been experimenting with plant food, eating it and not eating it for 10 years now. And I know this is anecdotal. People will say she's a science denier. It's just anecdotal. It means nothing. My husband can confirm it. When I very first tried carnivore diet, he thought I was absolutely mental, crazy. But he's seen over the years me experimenting with plant food and then regretting it. Big time. Big time. So you've got to ask yourself, why do they want us to eat it? It's cheap. And, well, are the people at the top of corporations trying to harm us on purpose, or are they just interested in the bottom line and the money? You've got to ask yourself that, haven't you? So I see I've got 3 people. I've come on a bit earlier than I planned to. Yeah. When you look at that video, that video by Anthony Chaffee on the Are Plants Trying to Kill Us, it made it onto mainstream, and the fuss people were making, and they've just been brainwashed. We've all been brainwashed. All of us before we found the carnivore lifestyle were brainwashed once. We all believe the science. 5 a day, pulses, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables. And once you hear a lie so many times, it becomes truth. And we can apply that to lots of things that we've been lied about. But I'm not going to get super controversial today. But many carnivores are super in tune to the fact that we are being lied to on a daily basis about shit. We're being lied to all the time. And we're being and science is thrown at us that's wrong. Facts are thrown to us that are myths. And when you find the carnivore world, you start to open up about other things going on in the world, which I'm not going to talk about here. I'm just talking about the fact that I dodged the salad. It breaks my heart seeing women tucking into salad. I don't know if you don't know if you're a Breaking Bad fan, but there's this one scene where you've got Skylar and her mate eating just literally a bowl of leaves. Literally eating a bowl of leaves with a Diet Coke on the side. And I'm thinking, wow, your stomach hates you so much. You know, yes, those two women are both slim, but what's going on inside they don't know about. That's, oh gosh. I just cringe at that scene. They're getting their foot, and in Big Bang Theory as well. If you've seen Big Bang Theory, they're all sitting there with their salads, turning over the leaves with their diet drink on the side. Oh, you just want to scream at them and say, stop eating that shit. Eat your meat, drink your water, and be healthy. I have got other things I want to talk about, but yeah, I am worried about plant foods on people's health. But like I said, I'm not going to get that message through until I've lost all my weight, which is what I'm now working on. Every day I'm learning new things to try, new things to look into. Consistency is the biggest one, though. It all comes down to consistency, making sure that I stay carnivore for longer than. Well, exactly. The crap they spray on it. What are they putting on the salads? I shared a post on my Facebook the other day, a picture of the companies spraying. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be natural pesticides in there, but what they spray on it, it's going to be 100 times worse, isn't it? And it's going to go straight in there. People that love eating leaves, good God, what are they eating? The anti-nutrients that are naturally in there and the pesticide shit thrown on top. Oh, and people don't think about that, do they? They just don't think when they eat. Most people don't consider what they eat at all. They don't even think about it. And cancer rates are now, it was like, 1 in 5 of us is going to get cancer, 1 in 4 of us, 1 in 3 of us. And now it's at the current news is it's 1 in 2 of us. What's going on? What is going on in the environment? What shit are people eating? This is why the lion diet is so powerful, because you're eating food that's been processed by an animal. You know, they eat the grass, so we don't have to. They eat the plant shit, process it, get all the anti-nutrients out and turn it into wonderful bacon and steak for us. Brilliant. Yeah. That's what I just wanted to start this life with a bit of chat so that anyone watching it tomorrow isn't just sitting there watching me just staring at a screen waiting for people to come. I'd just rather just go off on one and start talking and then hope people join in. Hi to anyone that's here. We've still got 5 people watching. I was going to start at 2:30 UK time, but I'd finished my lunch, and so I just thought, let's just get on there. Now, if anyone wants me to talk about anything else, or you want me any encouraging words, if not, I'm going to have to sit here and think about another topic now, because I think I've done the plant one now. I think we get the idea that I can't process plants. Was just watching a super interesting video with Sarah Kleiner Wellness about stomach acid and how as we age our acid is not quite so strong, and that's why we may not be able to get all the nutrients we want from food. So that is something I'm going to be looking into a bit more. My mother-in-law regularly says she can't digest meat, and I always thought that that was nonsense, but it's possible that her stomach acid is a lot lower than it was in her 20s, and she can't get the stuff out of it and can't digest it as well. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing a bit more looking into. Don't want to look at my hair. That's another reason I'm doing this. All the times I have messed about and eaten junk food have taken their toll. But now I need to think of something else to talk about. If anyone wants to put a comment in now, if anyone wants me to talk about anything interesting, or not interesting. The main reason I'm here this afternoon is because there are some people who are now following me that seem to find the things I say inspiring. Who knows? Who knows if I'm inspiring? But all the while I'm focusing on these videos and looking after people, I'm also looking after myself. Because if I'm not bored, I'm not thinking of snacking. When I get bored, the urge to snack rears up. So doing this channel, keeping people entertained, trying to be inspiring, watching other big videos and then summarizing them for you guys. If that keeps me out of the pepperonis and the salamis and the cheese section of the fridge, good. You know, I literally am eating 3 square nice carnivorous meals a day at the moment with no snacking, and I want to keep that up. The cycling helps too. Every day I go, every other day I'm going out with my son for a lovely bike ride. Not high speed, not high intensity, a gentle bike ride in the sunshine around the lake, just to boost sun absorption and just to be happy. He loves videoing me as well. I know some of the videos are quite fun. The one we did this morning, he got bored and his arms were aching holding it. He's just, oh, right, okay, we're going home now. He loves it though. He loves it. Salad dodger. I don't wear this t-shirt out much in public because it's a little bit tight on me. I bought it ages ago and one day it might even fit me. Let's talk about something else. I haven't planned anything else other than the plant food to talk about. If there is one person still watching, could be my son. Yeah, it's just so good to hear others who have found out the amazing way I feel now that I am carnivore. Exactly. People can be so mean. Yep. When they don't understand. People tend to jump down our throats when they don't understand. Exactly. But why would they understand? They've been told their whole entire life that veg is essential. So, obviously, we're crazy not eating it, aren't we? Oh, it is painful. I want to help people so much. Like I said yesterday, I'm only going to touch on this briefly. I'm mostly losing weight so I can help other people. Because if the people I work with see me shrink, as well as losing all the other health problems, they are going to take more of an interest. So that's the goal. Yeah, this morning I was talking about non-negotiables. I was down at the lake with my son and I was discussing non-negotiables. I know I mentioned this yesterday, so I won't talk about it for long. We were talking about finding your level of strictness. You know, so some people they will not go below lion no matter what. Some people will not go below a mixed carnivore. And some people like me have decided that it's okay to be just always in ketosis. Just always setting yourself a limit of never eating more than 5 to 10 grams of carbs every day, one given day. And I have set that myself for the next 365 days. Absolutely strict. I'm not thinking further forward than that because it's too much. You know, the whole, will I never have treats again? That's too much for somebody like me. I was raised to be a big comfort eater. And so for me to go month after month without comfort eating is a big enough job. I don't want to think about the fact that I'm never going to have something naughty ever again in my life. That's day by day. Absolutely day by day. But now I forgot. Now I've lost my train of thought on where I was going with this conversation now. It was... No, I've lost it for a moment. So let's think about something else and then I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, don't eat your salads. Oh, don't eat your salads. That's one thing I will not do. There is one non-negotiable that I can add to my list. Never eating disgusting salads. Ugh. I don't even like the taste. And who wants a salad in January? Oh my word, the amount of people I've heard say, oh, I started a diet in the beginning of January. I've already gone off the salad. Who wants it in January anyway? It doesn't even feel right, does it? Because you've got to put loads of dressings on it to make it even taste slightly nice. No. Now, I know what I was going to say just now. Kelly Hogan, she went to her doctor, didn't she? And the doctor said, for a whole year, I want you to eat things on this side of the list and not eat things on that side of the list. He said, I don't care if it's your birthday. I only want you to eat from this side. So I'm thinking, I am going to, for the next 365, keep that non-negotiable. 100%. I promise that for the next 365, well, I've already started it, but I can't wait to tell you when it's got to the whole. You'll be the first to know once I've completed it. But I guarantee you, I will complete 365 days of always in ketosis. That is my non-negotiable. Never going above 10 grams of carb, absolute maximum in the next. Well, I can't remember what it is now. I've got an app running on my phone that tells me how many days I've been super strict. So, when it hits 365 days, I'll be announcing it. And then I can honestly say, I'm winning. I'm winning. Somebody from Greece just popped in. Hello. I'm mainly animal based. I do use olive oil and eat vegetables now and again. If you can get away with them, you know, if they don't have any ill effects, then no problem. Lost 15 kilos in 1 year. That's well done. It's the easiest way of eating I've found. No, do what works. I was saying this in my video this morning. Just do what works for you. This though does remind me of people that say to me, well, I'm glad that carnivore diet works for you, but it wouldn't work for me. That's not even tried it, have they? They haven't even tried it. But even the people in the keto world have got to do what works for them. So always choose what you can realistically see yourself doing week after week, month after month. And that's somebody that popped in at the beginning of the video. No, actually, someone that left a comment earlier said to me, trying to be perfect makes you fall off the wagon. Tanya's here. Hi, Tanya. I am very determined. I can't remember who left the comment. Was it you or somebody else left a message on to say, you know, trying to be perfect makes you end up just, you know, blowing a gasket and saying, oh, for God's sake, I just won't do it at all then if I can't be perfect. Sarah Klein's Wellness says, don't let perfection be the enemy of your success, or something along those lines. She said, you know, in an ideal world, we're going to see the sunrise every day. But if you've got trees in the way, don't use that as an excuse to not go in search of a bit of sunrise. Don't say, well, I've got a tree down my garden that slightly blocks the sun, so I'm not going to even bother looking in the direction of that light. No, it's still a benefit. It's still a benefit. You know, if you can't stick to 100% lion, do mixed carnivore. If you can't do mixed carnivore, be keto. And worst case scenario, just cut out the seed oils, just cut out the processed foods, just cut out the sugars, just cut out the junk. You're going to be streets ahead of all the people still eating that. For me, don't eat the salads as well. You know, as an absolute basic minimum, I will never eat the salads and the pulses and the vegetables and the fruits. I won't eat the seed oils. Now, set your limit of what you can do that works for you. I do like how easy it is to shop when you, yeah. And then when you get to the 3 or 4 month, but you don't even see the other food. That's what I like. You know, on the times when I had to get on the wagon again, for those first month, you're seeing all the other food, aren't you? But once you do 2, 3, 4 months, this is talking from experience, and it's happening to me now. I'll go in a shop and I'm where's the meat? Where's the meat? And you can walk past stuff that normally would call your name, and you're just, where's the meat? That's what I love. Yeah. So the chat doesn't stay on the screen, so it means I'm going to tap it every now and then. I am myself a perfectionist. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really a perfectionist. But I think I do end up following a lot of channels where people are, and then I think, God, if I could just be like them. But I'm not like them. I am me. I'm not someone that is a perfectionist. If you saw her, I'm not going to show you the state of this dining table. I've got this camera set so that you can just see me. If I showed you the mess on this dining table, you would freak out. I'm not a perfectionist by any stretch. So there's no point me trying to be a perfectionist, if you see what I mean. How long have I been strict carnivore by now? It's difficult to tell, isn't it? Because I had the dirty keto week back in May. And then I did go back to cheese. But then cheese still counts as carnivore, doesn't it? So at the moment, I don't know. I've been in ketosis since the 28th of December, I think. But then I've been up and down, having cheese, not having cheese, having, cream in my coffee, not having cream in the coffee, having sweeteners, not having the sweeteners. I got strict, a bit more strict and down up a level in March. So, but then obviously I ended up having some cheese back in July, which I regretted so much because I felt so bad. It's difficult to tell. My journey's been so up and down. But I've been in ketosis since December the 28th, messing about. There's obviously something wrong with my hormones. I mean, since then I have lost, I don't know, what is it? Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. My scales are in the loft. They are definitely up there now because I'm so much happier with the scales in the loft. What difference it makes. Because when the scales are downstairs, I'm like, oh, I don't want to have too much salt today in case it makes the scales go up tomorrow. And, oh, if I have that and I don't have that, oh God, I can't be bothered. Who can be bothered with that? No, I'm so much happier now they've gone. Meat and butter seem to fill me up and I don't have any cravings anymore. I eat cheese and cream, fish, bacon and ham. If it works, if I could get away with eating cheese, I would, but I mostly don't eat it for my psoriasis. So, I mean, full disclosure, I did give up coffee and cheese at the same time. And Sophia Clemens from Paleo Medicine, I did say that there's a link between autoimmunity and coffee. So, could be that, could be the cheese, but they're both staying out because I'm so happy not to have an itchy scalp all the time. And I did say to myself that if I could get rid of it, I'd have to stick to it. So, and the cheese makes me feel bad in the sinuses as well. I actually do feel quite crap when I eat cheese. So, and I've gone off the taste of it. I'm not craving it anymore, which is a good thing. You've not weighed yourself since last July. Wow. Oh, it's a freedom. It is so nice waking up in the morning and not having that thought. I've already stopped thinking it, actually. I got to about 11:30 today and realised I hadn't thought about going to weigh myself. So nice. It's quite traumatizing because I think I might want to eat some sausage one day that might have a tiny bit of filler in it. And then I think, not going to do that because, no, the scales will play up tomorrow. Oh, traumatizing. So, yeah, I'm so happy. So happy now. Getting up, enjoying the sunrise, going for a bike ride with my son, making some videos. I'm happy. I don't want to go back to work, actually. I don't have time to go back to work now. This is my calling, trying to get people to give up their salads. Stop eating your salads. I can't watch them. I can't even bear the noise of people crunching on salads. Before you turned up, actually, I was just chatting about, I don't know whether you've ever seen Breaking Bad or the two women in there sitting there with their green salad and their Diet Coke. And they didn't have anything else with the salad. They literally had a huge bowl of it with just leaves and a Diet Coke on the side. And I just thought, what is your body thinking right now? Your body hates you so much. They look good on the outside, but what's going on the inside? It's scary, but that's what good marketing does. There's no profit in healthy people, is there? No profit in them. The profit's in the sick people. The drug companies made a lot of money out of my mum. A lot of money. From all the medication that she was regularly taking, to the painkillers and the anesthesia drugs when she had her surgeries, to the chemo drugs, to then all the drugs she needed to get off the side effects from the chemo and everything else. They made an absolute fortune out of my mum. Salad, yep. Oh, good. She's eating a little bit of meat with it, thank goodness. That's okay then. Probably skinless chicken breast or something like that. Oh dear. I keep sitting back so people can see my t-shirt. I'm quite amused by this t-shirt. I'm thinking of wearing it to Zumba tonight. Yeah. So people can see how much I hate salad. Yeah, so I absolutely guarantee that for the next 365 days, no matter what, I will be in some form of ketosis. Mostly carnivore. The plan is to be probably mixed carnivore, probably 80% of the time, lion for 15% of the time, and then 5% of the time, as long as I'm in ketosis. I can wake up every day, and if I did get my glucometer out, it would say I was showing up ketones. That is my goal. You know, like someone that takes drugs when they do athletics, and you can take their blood tests and you can see they've been taking drugs. I want to be in a position where if someone came up to me in the street and said, I want to take your ketone reading, it would show up with loads of ketones in there. That is my goal. Yeah, I don't know what the app says that I'm up to now. I don't look at it now because I don't want to traumatize myself. I just want to concentrate day by day, making good decisions, being committed, being consistent, being disciplined, and having my non-negotiables, and knowing that keeps me on the straight and narrow. Like when I went to Cornwall back in May, I stayed in ketosis, but I did have some diet sodas. I know, not ideal, but I just came back from that holiday and just cracked on with my carnivore, ultra strict again. And it was better than completely throwing in the towel, because if you'd have seen some of the foods that my family were eating, it would have been so easy to just say, right, that's it for the rest of the week. I'm not doing this at all. I'll get back on it when I get home. I'm just going to eat everything you're having. Oh, I didn't do it. No. Not all of my sausages were completely clean during that week. I did have a couple of sausages from a chip shop. Not battered, but yeah, there was a bit of seed oil in there. I'd actually forgotten about the seed oil thing. I thought, right, there's nothing available. I'm going to have a sausage. And when I was eating it, I thought, oh my God, this is toxic. I didn't feel very good afterwards, mentally. When you accidentally eat seed oil and you know you've eaten it, it's just gross, isn't it? Oh, but some people don't even worry about it. Most people don't even care. It's a shame. Maybe you can read comments loud before you comment on them. As when I watched this morning on replay, yes, I couldn't see the chat. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know why that is. I don't know why the chat, when I upload, I can't see the chat. So that's a good reminder. The thing is, though, even when I'm doing this, the chat isn't staying on the screen long enough, so it's making it a bit tricky. But I will endeavour to read out all of the comment before making a silly face expression or replying to it. Yep. One good thing about doing this channel is that my son loves being cameraman. He loves coming out and being cameraman. So anything that gets him out of his room, out on a bike ride, is fine by me. I don't think he'd still be going out on bike rides with Mummy if it wasn't for the fact that we're going to do some more filming and editing. Loves a bit of editing. I'm editing that. I'm making the thumbnail. Bless him. Yeah, I'm going to miss that when I go back to work. We're going to have to go back to me sitting in the car, looking miserable, clinging onto my drink of something, God knows what. Oh, that's miserable. Don't think about it. Does anyone else want me to talk about anything? Because I didn't want to spend too long doing this afternoon, because it is beautiful sunny this afternoon. So I can't think of any other topics that I wanted to talk about today. Dodge your salad. Eat your meat. Oh, it was annoying in the night. I said I was going to put the blue blockers on even when I had a crisis. It didn't happen. My cameraman decided to wake up at 2:15. Couldn't find his blanket. Got us all up. My husband put his mini sun on, aka his mobile phone on. Bright light everywhere. I couldn't find my blue blockers. Then the bathroom light went on, and I was like, I've got a health goal I'm trying to achieve here. I think it'd be easier if I didn't live with anyone. God, how many times have I said that? Just get rid of all the other people. Just live here by myself. Get rid of all the crap out of the cupboards. Get rid of all the bright lights. Every night, candlelight, reading my book by candlelight, then go to bed when I want. No one shoving bright lights on in my face. It's always annoyed me, even before I found out about the blue light thing. So yeah, I'm still doing that. The second the sun goes down, my blue blockers are going on. I'm covering up my thyroid as well. I don't know if anyone's watching knows whether actually covering the thyroid with a scarf or a blanket or something is beneficial in the evening. I don't know whether that's just a bit woo-woo gone mad. You know what I mean? I've heard people saying that they're actually covering up their thyroid with something because the blue light can penetrate. That might just be madness gone mad. I don't know. But I will do everything. I'm going to do everything. Yep. I had red bush tea this morning. That was a bit boring. I don't know how I'm going to fare going into the winter with this tea thing. I kind of want to get my iron levels tested now, because so that I can keep drinking my black tea in the winter. Because if you live in the UK, Tanya can attest to this, bad weather, and just drinking plain boiling water isn't enough. So I don't know about that. It's very easy in the summer when it's nice and warm outside and you're not craving hot drinks, but in the winter in the UK, when you haven't seen the sun for a couple of weeks, let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. See, tea does fit into with my non-negotiable. It is ketosis, but I do need to get my iron tested. Maybe I can do some online test or something like that to find out if I'm actually low in iron, and if I'm not, I'll carry on my tea, especially in the winter. It might be something that I just drink when the winter's really bad and don't drink it all summer. That would be my goal. Yeah. So I don't know if I've missed any comments. If you want to say anything, this is good practice run for me, because I've got I'm about 48 hours away from my meeting with Dave. Do send some support his way on No Carb Life. He has just I think he's in the process of losing his job, so send him some love. In the unlikely event he's watching this video, we're all supporting you, Dave, and we think your channel is great. I hope it's a success. I hope you can just grow and grow. You know, you deserve it. I don't think my friend Karen's turned up in the comments, so I might just do another 10 minutes. So yeah, Tanya, you said if I set goals and then fail, then I beat myself up. Exactly. And then where do we get? This is another reason for getting rid of the scales, isn't it? Because then you haven't got that daily disappointment as a female. You know, in the unlikely event there's a man watching this, they, you know, probably don't relate to the, you know, there's a joke, isn't there, in the keto community. My wife, no, I went on a keto diet and my husband lost 20 kilos. Yeah, that happened here. My husband and my eldest son did go on a keto diet a couple of years ago, and lo and behold, they both lost all the weight they wanted to instantly. And my husband was still having beer. Oh yeah, he was having all the snacks, the pork rinds, and he was also having a beer every evening, and his meals weren't even that strict, and the weight just fell off him. I'm not bitter. I'm not the slightest bit bitter. I mean, the way I eat right now is 10 times as strict as he was eating. No, I'm not bitter. I don't want to get a gun and shoot him or anything like this gun. I just think, how much weight have you lost? And my eldest son, he looked amazing. He's now 17. He's not doing it at the moment because he wants to just go out and enjoy himself with his mates, which I totally get. I don't think at 17, unless you've got health problems, I don't think it's that wise that a 17-year-old is strict keto, because they just want to go and enjoy themselves. But they all know about it. All 3 of my family members do know about it, you know. So it's a useful tool in their toolbox when they get older. That's the thing you know, I think this is why I want everyone to know about it. Whether you're doing it or not, I'm not even concerned about. It's that you know about it. That's the thing. That's what I'm interested in. So, I don't think my friend Karen's coming. I can't see any more comments coming. So, I'm not sure who's actually now still watching. I was going to finish up here. If you have anything else you want to say in the chat, I'll happily respond to it. But I've run out of ideas myself. So, yeah. Salad dodging. Best thing for me. Didn't like it anyway. If the new person that's just joined wants to comment, that'd be great. But otherwise, I'll finish here, because I don't want to run out of things to say. Because if I do another live in the next few days, I want to have some ideas. So we've got another person joined. If just leave a comment if you've just turned up. Otherwise, I'll finish it up in a couple of minutes. Actually, while we're here, I'm going to pop these on. For the people that are still here, how does that affect my video? Because on Thursday when I did my video with Dave, I'm thinking about wearing these, but not if I look completely ridiculous. But can you still hear me? Is it okay? I need to have... I am worried about it. I have no idea how it's going to go. But I think now that Dave is perhaps in a position where he might be losing his job, he's probably grateful that people are just supporting him. I've also joined his channel now. I was supporting Homestead How, but he's got quite a lot of money coming his way. So I've cancelled the membership for that and switched to No Carb Life to support Dave. I think he's worth it. So, okay, there's no more chat. So I'm going to finish this up now and I'm going to go and enjoy the sunshine. There's loads of it. Blue sky in the UK. When you get that, you have to enjoy it. So you have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Eat your meat, drink your water, and have a bloody brilliant day. Take care. Bye.